Okay, if you have older teenage kids or in their early 20s and they just won't leave home and there's more than one of them, this is the place for you. 15 Rosenthal Street right here in Campbell. It is a beautiful property. And look who we have for the first time in 2025. It's Holly from Home.by Holly. How are ya?
Well, very well, Cam. Thank you.
Welcome back to our videos. All right, I'm not quite sure where to start here, right?
No, I know where to start.
Okay.
I'm one of those people with, multi-generational living, lots of children. This is exactly the home that has potential to cater a family, a large family, and young adults that are still at home.
Righto, before we get to that, because that's all downstairs, let's have a look around here because this is stunning.
It is so beautiful. One of the really special things about Campbell, it is a privately built suburb. So you come across these lovely homes that have had so much attention to detail when they were built. So this would have been in the 1960s. You've got ornate cornices, you've got beautiful big windows, the hard timber flooring, and just size and space and elevation as well. It's a beautiful part of the street.
Yeah, and of course in this area we're on the Mount Ainslie side, which is the very special part of town, isn't it?
Look, it really is. It's in the elevated part of Campbell and you do have a view up to Mount Ainslie, and also looking out to the west, to the rear, you've got views of the Brindabellas, so it's a gorgeous position. But I think the front facade and the ornate, metalwork as you come up to the front of the home, it's homely, it's got heritage and character. It's beautiful.
We talk about the quality of build, and before we started recording our video here this morning, we were practicing our Polish, weren't we? So exactly why were we doing that?
Well, this home, Dobre, good morning, was built by a Polish family in the 60s, and so it certainly has got substantial size about it, and it's definitely a very quality finished home. But the new owners have brought it into the next chapter of its life with fully renovated bathrooms, kitchen. It's been, beautifully upgraded. It's got heating and cooling, all the things that we need in the mod cons in this, day and age.
Speaking of the kitchen, we walk on in, and when I first saw the pictures of this place, the thing that popped for me was that beautiful island wooden bench. Does that stay?
It does stay. And look, I think keeping some of those crafted timber pieces of the home, such as the timber bench, but also the built-ins in the bedrooms, and, it sort of keeps some authenticity to the way the home's been renovated.
A really interesting design in one of the areas as well. So, and it's not the master bedroom, but it's one of the bigger bedrooms, and you walk through its own room to get to the bedroom.
Well, I think it's a classic add-on of these sort of older homes that we experience in the inner north and the inner south. They've obviously built off the back of the home on this side and on the other side, which has become a bit of a walk-through bedroom. But it's flexible. It means you can have a nursery in there, you could have a study, you could maybe do some more renovations and create like a really luxurious walk-in robe into an ensuite. So still options with this place. There's definitely lots of footprint to work with, but it's just a very typical add-on to the rear that's created those rooms.
Something that wasn't added on, it's underneath the house. It's not one fully decked out unit, but it's two, and it's got number one on the first door and number two on the second. So again, if you've got those older kids or, like you say, multi-generational family and living, this is just perfect.
You do find some of these really large homes that were built in the 60s and 70s across Canberra, and I don't think I've ever seen anything done quite as well as this one. So they did have a huge underfloor or underhouse space that has been converted into two flats, fully functioning kitchens, bathrooms, single, like a one-bedroom side and a two-bedroom side. It's they're exceptional. So definitely worth coming to have a look. There's so much more to see than there is, I think, online because, you run out of how many photos you can put on.
Yes.
But definitely worth coming to have a look. And if you are thinking about, ways to maybe, aging parents that need to stay with the family or children that maybe need to stay home a little bit longer, I think there's lots of opportunity here.
Let's go outside. And I know in previous videos, Holly, you and I have been seen swinging around on Hills Hoist. We won't be doing that on this one, but there's the Hills Hoist there, beautiful old clothesline, and then a massive backyard.
It is over 1,000 square metres, this block, so there's still room to do more, and I think a swimming pool would just be perfect right out the back there.
So we really do invite you to come and have a look, a wander around, leave yourself the half an hour or even 45 minutes. When and how are we selling, Holly?
We are selling by auction on Saturday, the 15th of March on site.
Okay, come and have a look. It is a beautiful place in Campbell. Thanks to Zango.